All right. Hello, everyone. Today is Sunday, October 7th, 2018. Welcome to the Andy's Random Sports Stream. We got a lot to discuss today. We are going to recap Game 2 of the American League Divisional Series with the Indians and the Astros and the Yankees and the Red Sox. We're also going to quickly talk about what happened at UFC 229 last night. An awful melee happened right after Khabib made McGregor submit last night. And we're going to quickly look at the spreads for Week 5 of the National Football League. That out of the way, let's get started. First up, let's go to my screen. Keeping in mind, I want to let everybody know right now, no live comments. If you want to comment, you can do that right after the stream is over. So if you are watching on replay, thank you for joining. Where do we begin? Let's recap yesterday's action. I bet I have another tab. First up, Houston Astros win by the score of 3-1. Really interesting game as Garrett Cole was able to keep the Indians in check. The only damage the Indians were able to do was Francisco Lindor was able to hit a home run. But after that, we had an interesting 2 innings between the 6th and the 7th. As Gonzalez was able to hit a RBI double to right field. Actually, two RBIs he got out of it. And then game was able to be closed as Alex Bregman hit a home run on a 1-1 count. So either way you put it, Astros going into tomorrow in Cleveland, Ohio, will have an opportunity to close out and go to the ALCS for the 2nd straight year in a row. Now let's talk about the Yankees. This game was pretty lopsided. Tanaka didn't go that far in the game. The Yankees did have the advantage the majority of the game as they were leading 3-1. Majority of the game to the 4th inning, but so this. All rise. Yes, 2nd straight game he hits a home run in this series. And then Gary Sanchez homered to left field on a 1-1 count. And then Andrew McCutchen Red Sox tried to come back in the 4th inning. Xander Bogaerts hit a home run. And then either way you look at it, and this is just great. Gary Sanchez closed the gap, hitting a 3-run home run in the 7th inning. The pathetic Red Sox pretty much couldn't figure out what to do here because all they were able to get was so either way you look at it, ALDS, this is the series you want to keep an eye on, folks. Out of all the playoff series, this is the one you're going to keep an eye on because this again could go 5 games. Maybe Boston takes a game tomorrow or on Tuesday. I don't know. I mean, this could go on until Thursday. That's when the series could end, but all depends on what happens the rest of this series. So quickly mention again, today we have National League action. I'll do it proper today since yesterday's stream didn't come out so good. If we can get back. I apologize, everyone. My computer's just being a pain in the butt today. Here we go. So first up, we have an interesting situation today. Both the Brewers and the Dodgers can clinch their ticket to the National League Championship Series for LA. I don't even know how many times in a Right, it would be their second straight time they went to the NLCS. Because I don't remember 2016 that well. Who did the Cubs defeat in the 2016 playoffs? I'll quickly find out. 2016. But obviously, we all know who the Dodgers beat last year. We'll find out by doing this. I just want a quick recap because 2015, of course, yours truly remembers. Right, so the Dodgers. Right, now remember. The Dodgers in 2016, and they lost to the champion Cubs. Right. Now I remember. And then last year, now I remember. Right, runners up with the Cubs. Okay. Don't need to go furthermore. Milwaukee would make their first playoff NLCS appearance since 2011. Wade Miley's going for the Brewers. Herman Marquez is going for the Rockies. Once again, we still do not know the weather situation in Colorado. I'm trying to get you the weather situation. Yeah, here's the forecast right now. There is a 65% chance of rain at first pitch. So what I'm going to do right now is, normally when I do my weather videos, Denver, Colorado. I'll also pull up a radar and get an idea of what the thing looks like at the moment. Okay, right now, here's the weather in Denver. This is the live look at the weather in Denver. It is 8:37 Mountain, and I'm not so time of the year. I'm not. Usually when you're high up, that's what you get for being high up. All right, so today's high in the Denver area is 57. Clock. Mountains, so they could get the game in, but the problem is there's a better chance of thunderstorms sometime around 6 o'clock tonight. So it's really going to be hard to determine if they will even get this. Let's see tomorrow. Now here's the issue. Here's something interesting. There might be a chance of snow on Hey, that's interesting. It's all going to have to play out on the weather, I guess. Really will have to. They could get the game in earlier in the day. It would be nice, but I don't know. They're going to have to really figure out. If Milwaukee is that desperate to get ready for the NLCS, they're going to have to hope that everything plays out for them. They really will. Meanwhile, for the Brave Dodger game, let's check the forecast for Atlanta today. Do a weather update. Because I know tomorrow here in New York it's going to be sunny. So that all depends. Yeah, see, it's supposed to be 88 and sunny today. So we're definitely going to have a game no matter what today. All right, first pitch temperature in Atlanta will be 84 degrees. Wow, so that's going to be impressive. And we'll just quickly take a look here for Cleveland. And then I'll quickly show you the matchup for today. My bad, I showed you Cleveland, Illinois. We need Cleveland, Ohio. That is an epic fail. Here we go. I told you yesterday in the live stream that Bueller was supposed to start for the Dodgers. Newcomb starting for the Braves. This obviously favors the Dodgers. They're going to clinch today. Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio. There we go. All right, let's check the forecast for tomorrow in Cleveland. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Let me check something, folks. Before I go into that, you want the schedule for today. 8:07 is for Dodgers Braves on FS1. Meanwhile, for Excuse me for a sec, folks. I don't know why my phone's going off. I'll fix that. Joaquin, Colorado, 4:37 today on MLB Network. So if you're looking for the channels, that's where they're on today. I know the weather for New York, but I will confirm it right now. Not banging. No weird bang downstairs in my studio. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. Tomorrow we have 69 and sunny. Let me check the schedule for tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Tomorrow, Houston and Cleveland's at 1:30. Yankees and Boston's at 7:40. These are only necessary if we have to have a game for tomorrow. Let's go back to Cleveland. Get an idea of the weather forecast there. Okay, interesting. Interesting for tomorrow. First pitch temperature in Cleveland will be 87. Oh, that's the real feel. Okay. 82 degrees. Wow. Wow. That dew point's going to be very uncomfortable. So they're going to have to play in the humidity tomorrow in Cleveland. And trust me, I know the weather in Cleveland during the postseason. And I'm going to tell you right now, they better be careful of the flies around the stadium because the fans have complained about it during postseason games in Cleveland. Let me just see the pictures for tomorrow. Dallas Keuchel will be taking on Mike Clevenger. And then I know Severino's pitching for the Yankees tomorrow. Let's just confirm that right now. I'm not checking something that's not going to happen tomorrow, that's for sure. All right, Purcell's going for the Red Sox. All right, so that's going to wrap up baseball. We'll go to MMA right now. We got some – I'm not going to read that article. We're going to get rid of it. So last night, if you didn't hear, trying to find it. Okay, this is on. I just had the article loaded up. Here we go. It was supposed to be the biggest main event fight in UFC history. But what happened after the bell that will dominate the headlines after UFC 229. Following his submission win over Conor McGregor, Khabib Nurmagomedov leaped out of the octagon to attack the Irishman's corner. While the 155-pound champion was being escorted back into the ring, two people from his team jumped the fence and threw punches at McGregor. The ensuing insanity forced UFC president Dana White to send Nurmagomedov from the octagon without giving him his belt. Had objects thrown at him from the crowd. McGregor was also escorted from the arena after the frenzy. Show at 1:30 in the morning. And Dana White did confirm that 3 people from Khabib's entourage were arrested. I can't confirm that. So I'll go into the action from last night very quickly here. So pretty much Khabib Nurmagomedov retained his UFC light heavyweight championship, lightweight belt, by submitting Conor McGregor with a rear naked choke in the 4th round of the main event at UFC 229. And I think we all know why this happened. It was because of the whole brawl that took place at the Barclays Center a few months ago with that whole melee of McGregor's controversy and, more importantly, the whole incident with the bus. We don't need to get into that again. Okay, we have an update on the 3 members who were arrested. Very good news. We still do not know if Khabib will be suspended from the UFC. I'll check Dana White's Twitter, and then we'll go to NFL. Okay, so Dana White confirmed. Yes, Yes, he did confirm on FS1 last night. He was on Fox Sports 1 last night. I was watching the post-fight show, and he did confirm this. What punishment will be from the Nevada State Commission? We do not know. We do not know. So the main thing is we don't know if Khabib will be suspended. Let me just see. Comes up, we'll find out. Khabib suspended. Let's see if anything comes up. So apparently, McGregor's a rematch. I don't know how that's going to happen. I'll explain why. Because, look at this, folks. The next big UFC fight night is November 3rd. Dustin Poirier is going to take on Nate Diaz. That is a very huge match that could change the way the lightweight division. It could have implications for the future of the lightweight division in the UFC. Ooh, look at this. Got a good card coming up, huh? Ooh, right. I remember there was 3 matches canceled at this event, so that stinks. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on that lightweight match. I have to. I have to. It's gonna change the way we look at it. And let me figure out when UFC 231 will be on, and then we'll go to NFL. Yeah, UFC 231 will be on the 8th. All right, so that is the upcoming UFC schedule. In fact, hang on. We got UFC 232, right? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Most likely the rematch could happen at UFC 232. It depends, because you can't change up the card for UFC 230 and UFC 231. Wouldn't make any sense. Have to be this event. No matches have been announced. Think about that. Hang on. We got Fight Night 138, right? That is the next time we have a big UFC event. That would be on the 27th. Okay. I'm not going to get into the card that much, but I'm only talking about UFC because we had a big incident. So I'm not going to talk about it unless incident like we did last night. But I'm hoping we get a rematch. If Connor wants a rematch, I'm all in. I agree with Connor. Let's recap NFL Thursday night action. Not going to get into it. We all know about the get into it. It gets me wild. So let's go to today's action. First up, Denver -1 to beat the Jets. Tennessee -5 to beat the Bills. Cincinnati, this does not surprise me. -6 to beat the Miami Dolphins because Bengals are at home. My Ravens -3 to beat the Cleveland Indians. I take the 3 points easily. I think it could be a close game. Now, here's an interesting situation here. We got the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions as a pick'em today. I don't know. If I were the betting man, I would give Green Bay -1. That would be my book if I wanted to do it. This is the game of the day, folks. In my opinion, this is the game of the day right here. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Arrowhead Stadium. It'll even pull up. Weather forecast. Yes, I knew the weather anyway. It is going to rain during the game, which I am excited about because it's gonna be competitive. Usually when it rains, I'm gonna tell you right now that field can get muddy and it can be some fun, exciting action. I don't care who wins at this point. All right, I mean everybody's gonna keep an eye on that game just because there are only two undefeated teams left in the league. It's Kansas City and the Rams, right? Jacksonville's 3-1. I forget who's first place in the let's check the NFL standings just very quickly before we wrap this all up. There we go. Right, Tennessee's tied today. So pretty much if Tennessee beats the Bills and Kansas City beats Jacksonville, that means that Jacksonville will be 2 games back, and that means, guess what? Tennessee's in first place. Back to the action. Carolina minus 6.5 to beat the Giants. The Giants are pretty much pathetic at this point. Pittsburgh minus 3.5 to beat the Falcons. That's interesting. I would see it being a 2.5 favorite, but whatever. Chargers minus 5.5 to beat the Raiders. Eagles minus 3 to beat the Vikings. I agree with that spread because Philadelphia is at home. Niners minus 3 to beat the Cardinals. No one should really pay attention to that game. Rams minus 7.5 to beat the Seahawks. And Houston Texans minus 3 to beat. Trust me, folks. Ignore all the other games today. I mean, I'm obviously going to keep an eye on my Ravens, but if you're looking for action, this is your game of the day today. Jacksonville and Kansas City. And then Monday night, the Redskins. So that's going to wrap up the sports stream for today. Thank you for watching. Once again, if you're watching on replay, always means a lot as well. So until the next one, please take care.